Cops, casinos, and scandals. Feds, cops, casinos, scandals. Hold on. Can I share it to you guys? I'll put it on my community tab. Hold on. Well, shit, I can't. Feds, cops, casinos, and scandals. Feds, cops, casinos, and scandals. Thank you, Casey Court. What's up, Kinergy? Kinergy's always the first to be here. All right, on the shit. Like, on it. All right, come there, and I'm going to call KCPD sex crimes, and you guys can listen to me get spun in fucking circles. Here, I'll share it to you. That doesn't work, does it? I'm, like, so done with this shit. Get the fuck off of here, then. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Fuck off. I'm hanging up anyway. Okay, feds, cops, casinos, scandals. I'll see you there. Bye-bye. Okay. All the fancy shit, I don't know how to do. Alrighty, so when people get here, I'm going to call fucking sex crimes, okay? I want you to know, let's see if there's anything fun we can listen to. You want to know just like how these people have fucked with my head? Okay, listen to this. I just want you to listen to some things. They don't get to me, but they think they do, and they're pretty creative, for real. I think it was a good idea to jump on the whole fucking she's crazy. I think that was a good idea. Had I not been evaluated by the feds like very thoroughly, and I tried to get that off being crazy, and they said, no, bitch, no, you're not. You're a master manipulator. But did we look at this? This guy kept telling me he had a fucking body cam on. Do you know that that's not legal? That you can't do that? Bro, where's your camera? You're a fucking security guard. You're a fucking Timu cop, okay? And he kept pointing to that like it was a camera. Bro, that's a fucking, that's a radio that goes to the casino. And so you look at the other officers, like the other, because some of them are real cops. Oh, what does this say? Okay, so then, if you look at this guy, okay, see, he's got a fucking camera. That, my friends, is an actual camera, okay, because he's an actual cop. And he has a cord to his motherfucking radio because it actually goes to the fucking cops, okay? So, that guy that touched me, I mean, one of the cops did too, though, but the main guy that was, like, really wanted to know if I had a tampon inside me was this dude right here. No camera. Isn't that fucking convenient, bro? No fucking camera, you fucking maggot. No camera, dick fuck. Okay, so listen, I just want you to hear. I think somebody's at my house. Uh-oh. It's gonna be a bad ordeal. Oh my God. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Hold on. Don't do it. Someone's gonna knock on my door right now. I'm gonna flip the fuck out. Come here, buddy. I know. He knows somebody's here too. I don't know who it is, but I could be imagining things. My cameras are gonna go off in just a second. I'm gonna be really pissed. Okay, so hold on. Just listen to this for a second, please. What is this? Just 15 seconds of bullshit? Some bullshit?
I don't know anything about that. I'm talking about the deputies who were on scene. All the body camera from there is preserved.
Okay, but that's who I'm talking about. It was him, the guy from the scene. He came in my... Hold on. This idiot fucking retard. Hold on.
I don't believe they wear body cams, ma'am.
Oh, so there's no body cams?
No, there's no body cam. There's footage from inside the
Was it you guys that were like, oh, I thought they didn't have body cams. Oh, now they have body cams. Oh, they don't have body cams. That's the fucking sergeant that says, don't you know I was the one in charge of the entire thing? I was the sergeant there in charge. I would not brag about that at all. And did you fucking hear him fucking say that there is no fucking body cams? I think that's fucking weird because I'm pretty sure cops are supposed to have them on all the time. So these people have tried to spin me and spin me and spin me and spin me. never going to work. I am the spinner. I don't get spun, okay? What was I going to do? I was going to call sex crimes. Okay, hold on. Gotta stick with the task at hand. Okay, hold on. 1 second. 816-234-5000. We're going to go through the main line. Oh. Okay, nope. Okay, hold on.
Kansas City, Missouri Police Department, call taker 17.
Hi. So, can I be connected to sex crimes, please?
Sure, let me see. Give me 1 second, let me get you over to the right unit.
Okay. Watch this. Like, this is gonna make me sick. Remember this happened to me November 20th. November fucking 20th.
Weird.
Oh, that's okay.
Alright, stay on the line. I'm gonna transfer you over there now, okay?
Okay. Don't bother. They're not gonna fucking do anything, but let's do it. What is the beeping? Oh, I can record the call on here too. I guess I don't need to, but I'm gonna.
This call will be recorded.
Violent Crime Detective Wells.
Oh, hi. I asked for sex crimes.
Hi.
Hi. I asked to be connected to sex crimes, so I don't feel like that you're the right person. Are you?
Well, we answer the phones for all the violent crimes overnight, so that includes sex crimes.
Okay. So, I don't know, maybe, okay. I just have been, trying to file a report since November 20th. So, I have done Seek and Speak 4 times, and then I've emailed it to you guys 4 times. Not you, it's not your fault. You just get to take the phone call tonight.
No, that's fine.
And then, I even went live on YouTube and called Internal Affairs in Clay County because they called me and they were like, Mindy, we're on your side. We just want to hear your story and all this bullshit. And they said, we got the police report from KCPD. No, you didn't, but carry on with your lie because you're on live on YouTube, And then I hung up with him and I called sex crimes and I said, I'm sorry, someone's at my door. I'm so sorry. I have a little dog and this is what he does, Sorry, hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, so carry on, which is, I contacted you guys, and I can't remember his name. He's answered the phone a couple times, and he very literally said to me that he did not know what I was talking about, and he was on live too, which I let him know at the end, but he said he had no idea what I was talking about, and that basically he said, a sergeant will call you. I said, a sergeant did call me, Sergeant Nelson. And guess what she did? She let me talk for 24 minutes. She did not say one word, and she was on live as well. And then she hung up the phone and said nothing. And then she wrote on her report, because I would then call East Patrol. Just, I've called everybody just in case. I've called, the DOJ. I've gone ACLU. I've done it all since November 20th. It's getting exhausting. But Nelson hung up on me. So the guy that answered on live and said, a sergeant will call you. Then he took it back. You can't make this shit up. You really can't. And he said, no, I didn't say that. Well, yes, you did, and you're live. And he said, I hung up on him, But for 2.5 minutes or something, he just spun me in a circle. So at this point, I do it because it's almost just like, it's just part of my routine to call you. Is anybody going to bother to take this report at all? I've heard every excuse that there is.
Okay. So, because it's the first time we've talked.
Yes.
I just want to make sure I understand. There is not a report, or there is one?
Well, I have done Seek and Speak. Like I think for sure I've done it 3 times, if not 4. But I've filled it out 3 times on Seek and Speak and emailed it to sex crimes from my email. People, random strangers have emailed it to them. People have been calling from my YouTube channel, and then the same guy from the live, he told somebody, she calls here all the time. She calls nonstop. And they were like, so you're admitting that you talk to her all the time and you guys just aren't going to take a report. That's crazy.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
So let's start with what's your last name?
Houck.
Houck?
Yes.
Okay, and what's your first name?
Mindy.
Mindy?
Yes.
Okay. How do you pronounce your last name?
It's Houck.
Houck? Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure if I said it, I didn't want to mispronounce
No, it's okay. I'm just happy to
Okay,
talk to you. You can call me anything you want. I really don't care. At least you answered the phone.
All right, Houck. Let me see here. So, and when did this crime occur?
November 20th.
This call is no longer being recorded.
I hung up the recording on my phone.
Okay.
So
so November 12th is when
I'm sorry,
the offense occurred?
20. No, November 20th.
November 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's, okay. And so the offense is dealing with sex crimes, right?
Yes.
So was this like a sexual misconduct, a sexual offense? Was it sorry, I have to ask.
No, it's fine.
Rape?
It's okay.
Like what?
Well, I mean, that would have been a good question to ask on the 20th, right? You know, that would have been, I mean, not you, but them. But yes, I'll tell you what happened.
Right.
But that was, you know,
I just want to make sure that what I'm looking at here
okay. And that was my big issue, was that what if it was? They missed that window, you know? So anyway, it was the 20th. I don't have any criminal charges. And I just found out today I hired an attorney on Friday, but I wanted to, there's a lot of moving pieces. But the one guy who identified himself as a Clay County Drug Task Force agent was not. He was a security guard that day on Ameristar's payroll. And he would be the one that, he took my clothing off after 2 hours. They'd already patted me down, and there was no probable cause for a weapon. No women ever came. There was 5 men there and myself in a parking lot. And how this is not alarming to anybody. This was at Ameristar Casino.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so, anyway, 5 men, me, over 2 hours in a parking lot, and they, like I said, they patted me down once already and searched me, and then after 2 hours, the guy that was in charge, the security guard, but he was off duty for them, but that day he was on their payroll at the casino, so he was not a cop that day.
So this was like a Clay County deputy that was working off duty?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I did find that out today, that, you know, that day he was technically paid by Ameristar, but he's not the only one that did it. There was also, you know, the other guy was he was active duty for the task force. And, you know, I think they just got so mad. We'd been out there for so long and they were so insistent. And then he just got really aggressive and made me take my shirt off. Felt my, you know, I was exposed. Like, I'm outside, it's freezing cold. My hoodie's not on anymore. And he felt all around my bra where he shouldn't be touching me. No woman was ever called there. And then he literally, with his fingers, not the back of his hand, I mean, nothing legal about it, as if he was feeling for a tampon. And I want you to know that another one of your officers at East Patrol told me that I was crazy, and that's what Nelson wrote in the report, and that it was legal for him to do that to me. Okay, that's disgusting. I'm not a lawyer, but I know the law. You know, I know some laws, and you cannot do that under any circumstances unless you have a warrant for a body cavity search. Come on now.
Right.
And he's a security guard.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Well, okay. Thank you for saying that, because you're the only person that's ever spoke to me kindly and actually listened to me and said that you know, it would be nice for someone just to say, I'm sorry you went through that, because guess what? That man did not have a body cam on, but he kept telling me he did. It's not, and I'm not, it's the radio to talk to the casino. It's not, he kept pointing at it saying, you're on camera. No, you're on camera and you don't know it. I filmed them the entire time. And they didn't know it because I didn't care about their faces. I cared about what they were saying. And then he put the phones in his pocket, but he never shut my camera off. And that camera rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls. And they'll have to read about most of it in my book, because I will write a book about this. But he doesn't know how far it goes. And they wanted to come. I live in Johnson County, Kansas, and they were trying to come to my home because they needed the footage off my phone. No, you'll come nowhere near me, and you don't need it. I thought you had your own. You should have your own stuff.
Okay.
So it's been a big political nightmare.
Okay. Can I put you on hold for just 1 minute? I want to read through.
Yes, you may.
What?
Yes.
What I found here. Okay.
Okay, sure.
All right, thank you.
Okay, what's up with that? Why all of a sudden? Why are you gonna talk to me today when why today do you want to talk to me? He's very nice, yes. But when I tell you that this is because probably, you think it's because the notes say this bitch is probably live on YouTube? Like, that's what I think. Who and what live were you guys talking about me and why? I don't understand that. I don't go live and talk about it. None of y'all motherfuckers. Why? This guy is better, but fingers crossed that he stays that way. I know. But correct how you said you have an okay. Okay. Well, it's a police report though. I don't think that having a lawyer matters, but I'll backpedal on that. Okay, hold on, court. Hold on. I made you a managing moderator. I don't really know what that means, but okay, Christina, here you go. There you go. Just say you talked to. Okay, I will. I mean, I haven't involved them at all. I haven't even mentioned KCPD really to my attorney at all because I'm trying to stay focused on the casino since, yes, one of the officers did do the exact same thing. Why back to back would two of them touch me? Y'all are dumb. Like, one, you should have let it all fall on the security guard. You know what I'm saying? It was unnecessary for the next officer that was actually a cop. That's the one I have audio of doing it. I think that was a little excessive. Like, and I had leggings on that are so fucking tight. You didn't need to fucking touch me. You can clearly see there's nothing in my pants. And then to ask me if the 18-year-old child has anything in her pants, weird. So y'all motherfuckers want to touch the little girl now? Nah, not today. Look at this dog. I mean, oh my God, look at how just fucking cute. Is he the fucking cutest? Hi, SJ. Say hi to everybody. Say, I love you. I love my mommy. I love my mommy. Is he not the fucking cutest dog of all time? I know he is. Reality called back ASAP. Huh? Nick, what up, Nick? Sorry, I was so rude to you. I know, isn't his little outfit so cute? Isn't he a doll? Such a doll baby. I need to get Botox so bad, like all over my whole face. Because my nose, like I get Botox under my nose. And oh God, I'm tired.
You still there?
Oh, yes, I'm here. Hi.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, so I want to make sure I understand how this whole chain of events happened. So the original contact was with this off-duty Clay County deputy Adam Aristar.
Yes, but he,
Correct.
yes,
Okay.
he came, he said that he was, he identified himself as, how did he say it? He did not say he was security. He said he was a police officer and that he was pulling me over for whatever moving violation. The car was off and the keys were right there and the door was open and he was on foot. He did not have a cop car. So I was alarmed and I said, that's what I said to him. I said, no, this is not a traffic stop. You're on foot. My car's off.
Okay, and you were by yourself that night when he stopped you?
No, I was not by myself. I was with a child, this little kid that I did not know. Like I said, listen, when I tell you how innocent I was, and that's what saved me because my intentions were pure. This child called me. She was at Fast Eddie's. That's a gas station and a car wash where I'm from. That's where I went. She said something happened to her. And it was someone that I knew from my past that did it to her. Fast forward. I end up picking her up before I go there. And I was going there to meet how I've told the story is just I haven't given a lot of details. I was going there to meet somebody to pick up money. And the little kid was with me. But before I got there, something happened to me. And I just got really, really, really tired. And I had to pull over. And she got in the driver's seat. Guess what? She didn't have time to call her handlers. She was an 18-year-old confidential informant. She does not know me. I have never met her. And you want to know how I proved it finally? Was because I had sent a message through the jail, CityCoin. I don't know if you're familiar with that website, to Clay County Detention Center, to her 42-year-old boyfriend. I said, I don't know you. Don't contact me. But your little girlfriend said this happened to her and I was rude and I did not help her. I feel guilty. If you can get a word to her, she can call my phone. If she's not safe, I will come get her. That's how innocent I was. And that, you could find that, go look at it. It's in the jail, Clay County Detention Center, through their email. And so she did call me, and she said she was at Fast Eddie's. I go to the car wash. She's not there. That's where I live. Fast Eddie's is actually a person's house in Clay County. I didn't know that. But all the same, I told a little girl that I would come get her, and I thought she had been sexually assaulted. And then I was going to Ameristar I was going to leave the kid in the car and run in and get some money and then go get her a room and get her into the healing house. That was my plan.
Gotcha.
But since she was driving I'm sorry, but this idiot that is identifying himself as a police officer, pulling me over, but I wasn't driving, he framed his CI, immediately framed her. Because I argued with him. I was combative, and I think he was probably confused because the CI was supposed to be the passenger. And that's not the case. And then he said to her, and when I tell you this, I already have my camera on, and I'm not telling you this so I don't get in trouble because I'm not in trouble. But when I tell you the child had Sour Patch Kids in her hands, he says, "What are you doing? What'd you just put under the seat of the car?" Immediately, I knew something was really wrong because it's a Lexus, and you can't put nothing under the seat of a Lexus. And anybody that has a Lexus could tell you that. So it was just right away I was alarmed. And she had nothing. And then, I could go on and tell you all of the laws that were broken and all the things that happened, but it really boils down to, for an hour, they were framing the wrong person. And they were saying not a word to me. They didn't even ask my name until the GM, who had me meet him there, because an incident had occurred on November 6th. I've been in constant contact with corporate and the GM, email, phone calls, all these things. But that day, the GM called me from his cell phone, his personal phone. I looked it up on reverse number lookup. It was him, not Ameristar's phone. It was actually his own phone, so I was alarmed. He was outside in the wind.
Okay.
Lured me there for the second time. He also called me the day before on November 19th. Trying to get me to come there and meet him, and he's apologizing and all these things. It was very strange. It deviated from the norm. So I don't know. I was lured there by him, and then immediately that guy is in my window, framing the wrong person. And we're talking 2.5 hours we're out there. I get out of the car. He takes her out of the car, and they're texting me together. The officer who I thought was a cop, but he was security. And they're texting me, him and this little girl. And they're trying to tell me to pick something up in the driver's seat. I'm not moving. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm not moving because that's what they want me to do. And if this wasn't on video, I would not tell you the story, I promise. But anyway, they tell me it's here, then it's there, and it's further and further away. So I'll lean further and further over. I'm not doing it. Then he puts her back in the car. Now Clay County's here. Now there's 5 men and me and this kid. Now they're like, get out of the car. So I get out. I leave the keys. I said, there's the keys. I said, drive it, search it, play in it, wreck it, burn it. I don't care. Fuck that car. I'm sorry about my mouth, but that's exactly what I said. And they get in the car. They take the keys out. They shut all the doors and they set the alarm. And I've told them at this point 5 times that I'm drunk. Not because I'm drunk, but I have my reasons. And they try to give me the keys. No, I don't want the keys. I just told you I've been drinking. I don't need the keys. Put them over there. That will come into play later. Hours pass. They said they saw it. It was visible now. So something changed after they hit the lock button and put me on the curb and walked back to the car. Now it's visible and it's foil under the driver's seat where she was. Get it. That's probable cause. What are we doing? Get it. No, we're going to call the dog. Why are you calling the dog? Why don't you open the goddamn doors and get it? Or how about when I told you to search it? What are you guys doing? What's the game plan here? And then we wait for the dog. You know, and the dog comes. I have a video of the dog. He walks around the car. He's cute. He smiles. Does nothing. And they say, oh, the dog went off. Okay, good. You could have searched it 2 hours ago, but go ahead and open the doors. They open the doors. Right then, Ameristar head security, all on camera and no one knows they're being filmed. Head security comes out and says to me, you're being evicted for bringing this onto the property. I'm not signing that because I don't know what this is and there's nothing in my car. I don't sign it. Guess what? Search comes up empty. Nothing. No one had anything. There was nothing in my car. But why was Ameristar so confident that there was something in my car that they already evicted me for it before a search even began? Do you understand that?
Okay.
Maybe you are starting to see that something ain't right here. You know, internal affairs lying to me about you guys is pretty not good at all, especially on live. That was bad. But I've been through this since the 20th.
Right. And I'm sorry that, you know, you're going through this, but when you say, so, and I'm just trying to make sure I understand, like, because there's a lot of moving parts.
There is. Yes.
County,
I'm sorry.
and
Go.
then we got involved. Whose internal affairs have you taught, like Kansas City's or Clay County?
Well, I spoke to your, I filed the complaint, then I talked to internal affairs, they hung up on me. But you got involved because,
Our internal affairs?
yes, But the one I'm talking about that hung up on me on the live is Captain John Teal, and that is the captain of internal affairs in Clay County.
Okay, so Clay County internal affairs, you said Captain Teal?
Yes, John Teal is his name.
Okay. Is who you spoke with and were hung up on? By him.
Okay, wait. Your internal affairs hung up on me. They didn't really say much. They just they just hung up on me. They
Right. So, but you've talked to internal affairs for both our department and Clay County, correct?
Yes. But at least your department just hung up on me. They didn't like pretend they were helping me. When I am telling you that Captain Teal went as far as to call a lawyer who wasn't my lawyer, but told him that they had got your report. He said, I got the report from KCPD and we are investigating it. That was relayed to me by a lawyer. I call back and because I want him to say it on recording. So I'm recording the call. He said, we received the report from KCPD. I want you to know we're on your side. We are investigating this. I know he's spinning me. I'm not dumb. Okay. But I let him go on and on and on. And then he wants to come to Overland Park, Kansas and meet me and get the videos off of my phone. I think that's very odd. You can't come, you don't even live in Kansas, let alone work in Kansas. You're out of jurisdiction and no. And I said, I'm not meeting you ever again in life, ever. And I would only consider it if they were females. I don't want to be around men at all. And he said, no, only 2 of us, 2 men can come. No, immediately no. And then, you know, this goes on. And then that day I went live, I called them. I said, hi, because they hate me because I'm innocent and I will burn this bridge that I'm standing on and I will drown in the water proving it. And something bad happened to me and everyone wants to pretend like it didn't happen. And I'll do this till I die. And so I called him and I said, I want the officers' names because, you know, I feel as if it's kind of hard to investigate a police report when I don't know who assaulted me. Who's in the police report? What are their names? You can't have their names. I'm sorry. I can't have their names. I'm sorry, what? So looking back,
Right.
that's when I hung up on him, called sex crimes, and they said that they had no idea what I was talking about. And, you know, basically, he was really hateful to me, very mean to me. And then I said, guess what? You're live on YouTube. And I called him a not nice name. And then, you know, the following night, he answered the phone to a random stranger from YouTube and told him she calls here all the time. Oh my God. And they're recording it. You know, it's a circus.
Right.
So at this point, what is important that you know is that the only name that these people in internal affairs would give me is DOSS. And guess what? That's because he wasn't working for them that day. That is the man that pretended to be an officer on foot and all the things that spun all this off and that very invasively touched me, you know, and took my clothes off. And guess what? You'll never guess why. They made me take my clothes off and took my hoodie and put the keys, because they didn't know they were being filmed. And they put the keys in my hoodie, hand it back to me, and tell me to put my hands behind my back. I'm under arrest for possession of the keys. And you can't make it up, because guess what? They put my phones in their pocket and didn't shut it off. And that's what I got arrested for.
Okay. All right. So I'm trying to follow along with
I know, and it's a lot, and you're very patient, and I appreciate your kindness. It goes a long way because no one has been nice to me.
Well, I always try to be.
Well, I appreciate it.
So it looks like, so now that I've figured out, so you've talked to Clay County,
Mm-hmm.
you've talked to ours,
Uh-huh.
gotten basically the runaround from both,
Yes.
and then you spoke with Detective Nelson, is that correct?
Yes, and I had a psych eval before that, and then she said I was crazy, so I had another one the following day. Two
Okay.
different doctors, two different places.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
And she
So,
wrote that
it
down.
looks
She wrote
like-
that down on the report, and that is after I recorded her not talking for 24 minutes and hanging up on me. This is a big ordeal. I mean, it's not good for anybody.
Yeah. Okay. So you said that the report you did, it was a seek and speak
Yes.
report?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it looks like we've got that in here also.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you know, it's like been scanned into the, essentially our reporting system.
Okay.
So we have that also. And then there's a couple other reports. Now, because it is an ongoing investigation, even though I'm in investigations, a lot of times they have it to where we can only see certain things because I'm not in sex crime, so I can't always read everything that's been written.
I understand.
Now, I do know that it looks like she has gotten another report that she is in the midst of completing in regard to this. Now, I don't know what it is involving. You're saying that there's some video that you have, but you have not given that to anybody, correct?
Well, no, because no one has talked to me from you guys at all. Like,
Okay.
you know, I mean,
Okay.
I poured my heart out to Nelson, and she literally went click. And then when I called the next officer, I mean, I was so hurt by that because she's a woman, and you don't even know what I went through. The 7 phone calls that I have recorded to try to get to someone to even talk to me. Everyone told me, call a lawyer, sue them, all this dumb civil rights crap. No, I'm a human, and they are human, and I was sexually assaulted. So, I mean, you know, I hate that KCPD wrapped themselves up in something that they could have very easily helped me with and not become part of an enormous scandal, you know? I mean, this is not for nothing, just to tell you the end of the story. The reason I really went on this crusade is because the confidential informant left with fentanyl, and she killed somebody with that fentanyl that night. She called her handlers.
This is the 18-year-old?
Yes, she called her handlers first, who told her not to be on the 911 call. She called the girlfriend, she called the grandma. 3 people were called before someone called 911 for this kid. And ultimately, I'm upset about what happened to me, very upset. But are you kidding me? And if you can piece it all together now, no one wants me to talk. I'm sure of it, but it's too late. You know, it's too late.
Right. Okay. So it looks like there's Detective Nelson actually received something, and it looks like it may be video. So my guess is if we didn't get anything from you, she may have gotten some from Ameristar
Okay.
to review.
Okay.
Once again, I don't know that to be a fact because I can't really read, what it is that she got. But I know that she recovered something, and I'm guessing, there's really not a lot to recover, in this until we determine if there's video, and if there is.
I gotta hang up because I want him to hear something. I gotta hang up. I'll come back.
So, and since you haven't given us